You discovered some great typefaces that aroused you. Maybe they did not arouse you. Do they just arouse me? Am I weird? No. You found some great typefaces and now you want to apply them on your website. You want to change everything. You fell in love with them. You just want to have them on your site. I know this because I went through this process myself recently. And to make your decision easier, if you really should change typefaces on your website, I wanted to make this video by telling you 6 things you should consider before changing them. So it saves you some trouble and it might tell you if it's worth the effort at all. So, ready to get started? Then welcome to Pimp My Type. Hello and welcome typography enthusiasts to a new year with new typefaces on pimpmytype.com. I'm Oliver Schöndorfer, user interface designer and typographer, and this channel is here to help you boost the visual design of your website or app or any other digital project with some great typography. This is what it's all about, so hit that subscribe button. I updated typefaces on pimpmytype.com and I wanted to share this with you, of course, because it excites me. It makes me so happy to see it in action. But before I'm going to share with you the things I considered, let's take a step back and just think about why at all did I change the typefaces? You gotta have a reason. Gotta have a reason for doing things differently. What do you expect from it? What do you want to be improved afterwards? Why does it not work? The current design of my website is using Basic Sans and Bresse. Basic Sans is the sans serif for my headings, for the section where I have my categories, for my navigation, and for buttons. And the serif typeface here, you see, this is Bresse. I love both of these typefaces. They come from this website, my website, where I sell my services as a designer. When I started Pimp My Type, I wanted to make it as easy as possible to put out content, so I just used what was already there. Time came, I wanted to differentiate Pimp My Type a bit from my personal site. And this was also the reason why I wanted to switch to other typefaces. Pimp My Type right now, it was too similar to Zeichenschatz. Zeichenschatz is just a horrible name for anybody who is not speaking German. I know that. Yeah. I also wanted to create a different vibe there. I wanted to make it slightly different, but not so different, because I built up a brand 1.5 years now and I want it to be recognized, but I want it to be a bit different, a bit more edgy, more interesting to say. And another thing was, I also found so many great typefaces on Font Friday, of course. When I researched this, if you don't know, there's a newsletter you can subscribe to, where I send out a font recommendation every week. And of course, I saw so many great typefaces there I wanted to use on my own site. And one of the typefaces I fell in love with very early on was Magnet. Magnet is just such a brilliant typeface. I love it because it shows a lot of tension in the display styles, and also it shows it's very easy to read and very clear, very compact in the smaller sizes. So for functional text, it's a very good choice, I think. And for my body text, yeah, my #1 text typeface of 2021, Piazzolla. Is it Piazzolla or Piazzolla? Because it's Spanish. I know Spanish. Tell me in the comments below. Piazzolla or Piazzolla? Piazzolla by Huerta, typographica. Just awesome free font, which comes with optical sizing, and I love this. I just wanted to take some advantages of these variable fonts, so this was another reason. And one thing, I also wanted to optimize for narrow screens. So if you take a look at the left side here, you see that it's okay on mobile, but I wanted to have a slightly narrower text typeface, so more text fits into one line and it's creating a more even structure. And if you take a look on the right side, yeah, this is better. The margin on the right side is just cleaner here with Piazzolla. And the heading is more striking. What things did I have to consider now before picking this typeface and what things should you consider? Number one, ask yourself, is it really worth the effort? Do you really want to spend time on this? Do you really want to change things? Do you really want to invest time and energy and maybe money on this? So in my case, I just wanted to do it because it made me happy. I wanted to try out things, of course, and when I look at it, at least, I'll just feel this in my heart. Just pure joy. Test it if possible. I downloaded some trial fonts. I already had Magnet because Font Friday, so I could try it out on my website. You really should try things out before you apply them in your design, because everything looks great before you apply it in your design. So really apply it there. Try it out before you buy it even. The thing is, you will always have to adjust things afterwards. But if it looks more or less okay with your content, with real content, it might be a good choice. Check the licenses first. In my case, Magnet by Forever Jones Type does not include a license for broadcasting. This includes any form of video or something. So I had to ask how much the license is if I want to use it on this channel, of course, because I wanted to make things consistent and use it on the channel and, of course, on the website as well. In Piazzolla's case, it's a free font. Number 4, vertical and horizontal spacings might be off. This is because of vertical metrics, a topic that's just horrible, super technical, but consider this. When you change a typeface, it won't look the same exactly because letters have different widths and things will shift. On the left side, you can see all my buttons, everything where aligned things inside this are slightly more oriented towards the bottom of the button. Bottom of the button. So you can see this especially here, and I also had to align the navigation because Magnet just has some different aesthetics. You will have to change these things afterwards probably, so consider it before you invest time in it. Number 5, inconsistencies with prior content will most likely be inevitable because you will have to change all your content. I will not change all my content, and this is also the reason why I picked a typeface that's similar to the one before or not that different, so the brand doesn't change overall. I created a lot of graphics, a lot of information, captions inside images that use Basic Sense, and now it will use Magnet, of course, with the turning of the year. Last but not least, it will not be perfect. Even after changing it, investing time in it and making things different, it won't look great in every case. And I'm not sure about some things either. Like, for example, here, I really like how pointy this now is, how easy to read, how clear, and also how strong and contrasting the headings are. But I'm still not sure about G. This is the goofy font I use for the word Pimp in my logo type as an initial letter here. So in some cases I even got hate comments or hate mail about this, but I can live with it. It's just like, yeah. On the other hand, I just like how goofy it is and how fun it is. It should be fun, and how it blows up when you load it because it's a variable font and you can do that. I just like it. But yeah, in some situation it looks weird, like here with the J. What letter is this? It's not really legible. Or yeah, the I often start with I, or the H. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. Tell me in the comments below if you like it. So you have to live with it. It won't be perfect. It's a process. Things will change. But what interests me now the most is, are you planning to change fonts on your website? Are you planning to mix up things a bit, spice it up, move on to a new direction? Tell me in the comments below. And also let me know what you think about the redesign, what you think about Magnet and Piazzolla, and how you feel about it, if it was worth the effort in your opinion or if it was not. So with all these wishes, I want to wish you a happy new year. I want to say welcome to the channel. Hit that red button that says in terrible space, all caps letters, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye. Neue Bildschirmaufnahme. Oh, I record the whole screen because I got so much screen to record, baby. Piazzolla. Piazzolla by Typography. No, that's wrong.